Hey viewers and viewresses, my name is John Red Strategist. Welcome back to Tracks the Train Set Game. It's time to show off some more work that I've been doing here on Pretty System. As you remember in the last episode, we made a start on these airport buildings. Now, as you'll probably see, I've actually done some work off camera because the thing about this airport is because it's such a big build, there's a lot to go in here. So as you can see, I've mirrored the first terminal over on this side, so we've now got our two terminals in place. Also, as you can see, I put some aeroplanes down, so you know the airport looks like it's kind of in operation. Basically, here's the thing, right? I had some interesting ideas whilst I was off camera, and let me just show you what I've done with these buildings here. So the terminal kind of entrance buildings where the check-in halls are located. You'll see I've on this side I've hidden the hospital signs using hedge stuff down there, but I've also put these train sheds down across this road, so it's like a covered area where taxis can go in and pull up, so it's covered from rain, because you know I've seen airports with things like that outside them before, so I kind of did that. But then I also put the train sheds up on the roof like this, so it actually gives these check-in hall buildings these kind of unique looking rooftops. I mean, I think it looks okay, to me at least. So there's that. Of course, up here we have obviously, well, we have some radio towers on top of the buildings, just because you need radio towers in an airport. There needs to be some way of communicating with the aircraft as they're coming in. So overall, I'm feeling kind of proud of what I've made so far for this airport. It's obviously by no means finished. A lot of the little details need to be put in, but we also need as well a control building somewhere. Also, I put a road in at this side, as you can see, because the thing is, I feel like there needs to be an access point in case additional emergency vehicles need to come to the airport or something. Maybe if there's a major accident, something like that. So I put them there, just like that. I think the road's just going to kind of terminate there, and so if anything drives it can just then drive out into the big stone flagged area. So this episode, we're just going to be continuing on, building more detail, and this kind of space here I'm probably going to fill up with a control building, because of course we need a control tower. That's what we need in an airport. Every airport needs that. Somewhere for air traffic control to sit and just direct the flow of air traffic. So we'll probably, get on with that in due course, which will be good. Right, let me just get the grid subdivisions in place, because I want to put lights down. 6.25, lamppost type 1, that's what we need. Put that there, like that. There, like that, ladies and gents. And put one on this kind of corner as well. If we can get it to line up. Hey, there we go. That's that one there. Let's do a kind of corner to, oh god, if it'll go in. If it'll go in there. Okay, ooh, I nearly had it. Nope, it's not quite doing it. It's not playing ball. Well, you know what, it's fine. We'll just have it like that. And we'll put some lighting, I think, down in the middle here. Just to keep this area down here sort of lit up. How do we do this? Let me just start that to 50% maybe? Put one there. And one there, maybe? Yeah, that's about halfway, isn't it? Yeah. So then we just sort of divide it up. Hold on, let me just think this through carefully. And some more grid subdivisions, like that. Put that there. And one there? Yeah. Yeah, because that section there needs a bit of lighting on it, so that it's not, completely dark or anything. Okay, right, there's just a few little lights down there. Okay, let's think about our control centre type thing. So what we'll probably do, we'll use more hospital buildings, I think, and we'll stack them up, I think, kind of like we've done with the terminal buildings themselves, so that way they're in place. So that way we've got something big, and then we can put a lighthouse in on top of it as the control tower itself. Right, so let me think this through. If I get this here, how am I going to do this? How have I got this laid out? If I, do it like this. That's kind of aligned with that? It's not, is it? If we can get it sort of lined up, that'll be perfect. I like that. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold your horses. There? Yeah. I think that's as good a place as any to start it off. Alright. Okie doke. Let me twizzle that around, like so. And join those together like that. That looks a bit weird actually, doesn't it? That thing going across there. Okay, take that one out. We'll just try replacing that in a better location. Like there, maybe. That probably will be better. Yeah, I think that looks better. Let's just get rid of... Oh, bollocks, I got rid of the wrong thing. I right-clicked instead of using C. Let me just put that back in. Okay, right. Well, at least we've got the general design for the airport control centre sort of in mind here. There we go. That's how we take that out. Right, let me just snap back to 100% and put another stone block down over on this side. Having said that, that's actually going to... No. Keep it as a grass block, actually, so the runway is clearly delineated. And we'll just sort of put down the rest of the building, like so. If I can get it sort of lined up perfectly. Top of 5. Here we go, right. I just think I'm going to do this. There. It's a bit glitchy, but I think it'll do, won't it? There is a kind of weird little space in the centre, but, you know, we're not going to really see that, so I think it'll be okay. Let's see now, if we put this there. Okay, yeah. Right, so it doesn't need to be... Well, this building doesn't need to be as long as one of the terminals, but it still needs to be pretty sizable. That's the thing. Right, can we get this on top? Like so. Yes, I think this will work. Twizzle it round. Oh, careful. There. That's correct, yeah. That's looking good. Okay, right. And over here. Hold on, if I get it lined up just perfectly. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. Now, obviously the control centre, I think, this control building even, will also be a good place to have maybe like a police outpost for the airport. That's the thing, you know, we've got emergency services down there in terms of fire and ambulances, but police probably want also, you know, a good sort of vantage point in this whole facility in case something really bad happens. Right. So that's the basics of the control centre now set up. Right, let me think. Let me just think, ladies and gents. If I pull that across there, how does that look? I mean, no. Oh, piss. Didn't mean to do that. Let's get rid of that road section. Went and flipping got rid of the old... Oh, what the fuck going on there? Hold on. Hold your horses here, everybody. Grass block, please. Oh, I can now put the road back in. Otherwise it's going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? Why can't I put... What? What have you done there? Seriously? Stop that. Right, just get rid of those a second. Are you serious? Why is it not putting... Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Not what I wanted. There we go. Right, I got it back to normal. For some reason then, it was having problems putting the road down, which is a bit strange. I was just testing to see if maybe we could drag a road off over on this side without it looking a bit too weird, but, yeah, it'll be fine. Probably be okay, won't it? Alright, what am I thinking of doing next? I think, obviously, because, obviously this is a drop-off point for this terminal over here. What I think we need is a gate across this road. You know, or something akin to a gate. So, that way, obviously, you know, not just, you know, any old person can flipping drive in. Because you don't want that, do you? You know? It'd be utterly ridiculous, wouldn't it? Right, let me, change the rotations on this bad boy. So that... Oh, God. Hold on. How are we doing this? Put that like that? Hold on. Unless we increase the rotations a bit further, I don't know. Let's just see. So it looks like it's slightly open, but not quite fully open. Oh God, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put it back to 90 degrees, there we are. Right, there we go, that looks like a proper gate now. And then let's pull that across there? Yeah, to that side, like so. And we'll also pull a fence down this side as well, like this. Okay, we'll just leave that like that for the moment. So yeah, it's like a kind of armoured gate type thing. Security. Stops just anyone from getting in there, basically. Obviously we'll need more fences, actually, to surround this whole airport, so that the entire place is nicely put together. What we could do, actually, is get some more train sheds in. Like, hold on, let me just maybe put one there like that. Because that way we could have kind of like a parking point for extra emergency vehicles. Yeah, let's put 2 of them down like that. I think it looks okay, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, now what we need is the lighthouse to act as our control tower. Well, you know, where air traffic control is going to sit and all that. Right, if we can get it sort of directly in the middle, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? How's that? That's not bad, is it? Could be worse. At the end of the day, your control tower needs to be fairly high up, doesn't it? So then, obviously, you know, they can actually see everything that's going on. Do you reckon I could put a radio tower on top of it? So it's got, you know, like a communications array? Something like that, maybe? Ooh, hold on, hold it. Oh, it's a bit wide, actually, for that. Huh. Maybe that won't entirely work. Unless... No. It's not going to happen, is it? We could put, obviously, radios next to it. I'm just thinking about this, ladies and gents. How this is going to work. Unless we just put more of the wooden walls up on top of the building. Try and hide these bad boys. Pull that up like that. Oh, careful. Just put these in place like this, so that they kind of match up. Obviously, this is the key way in which I like to hide the hospital symbols, is by using the fences. If it'll get in the place where I want it to go. Come on. God damn it, so so pernickety sometimes, but never mind. Is that even a word, pernickety? I think I'm sure it is. It will be. It doesn't need to be, you know, incredibly symmetrical, does it? No. It'll be fine. A bit of asymmetry, as I always say, lends a bit of character to a build, doesn't it? There we go. Right. So that'll be up there, which will hide, hopefully, those ones. There's still a freaking cross there, though, which is a bit annoying. Can we put train sheds on it to make the kind of, you know, slanting rooftop again? There's the train shed. Was it a bit long? Oh, it's a bit long, actually. Never mind, that's not going to happen. Balls to that. Okay. Alright, well, that's in place there. What if we just, maybe put some fencing kind of around the base of the control tower? Hold on, let me just try getting this in a bit of a better position, like that. Hold it, hold your horses, put that there. Yes. I don't know, I feel like this'll just look better, because it'll hide some of those lower windows on this tower as well as hiding the old thingy bobber, the old cross symbol. Well, not red cross, white cross, hospital cross. There we go. Alright, how's that? Not looking bad. I like it. I think it's okay, from what I have in mind. We could put some radio towers here, couldn't we? Sort of on top of these bad boys. Let's see now. Put one there, like that. Twizzle this one around, like so. And put that there. Yeah, okay. I mean, obviously, the air traffic control, they have a bit of a strange view from down there, but it doesn't matter, because that's not a runway area down there. That's just a parking area for aircraft. These are the things they're going to be looking at over here. Yeah. So we've got a 4-runway airport. That's pretty good. What else? Right. So that, ladies and gents, is the control building of the airport. It's nice sizable. It's got, you know, enough room for admin offices. It's got the air traffic control tower, communications arrays, and of course down here, you know, here's the gateway that gives you access to emergency vehicles and whatever else have you. We could probably put a couple of police vehicles, couldn't we, by way of, you know, kind of guards, almost. Because that's a thing, eh? You need a police to be sort of on guard. Hold on, what's the, now that I think about it, the direction that it needs to be facing? So, that's, coming in over there. Oh god, I always forget the directions things are facing on the roads. Let's see now. Hold on, if we look over here, the cars that I've actually placed down will know. Okay, right, yeah, I get it. Right. Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking everybody to see how it's all laid out. We'll get there in a second. Right, here we go. Police vehicles. So if we put... hold on, let me just think this through. If we park one up sort of there, have it parked at the side of the road, it's like it's just there in place. We'll have one sort of behind, like that. Just a couple of police vehicles, you know, just acting as a checkpoint, basically, so no, you know, not just anybody can wander in, pretty much. And we'll actually put maybe some police officers down. As we say, 8 of them, maybe? Now, how shall we place these guys? Unless we put like a group of them sort of back here. For some reason they always spawn in that line, which is always kind of a bit weird. We'll put some single ones down as well. We'll just... Can I not... Are you seriously kidding me? Can I not put them down on pavements? Or on roads, rather? Oh no, there we go. Or is it because it's close to the friggin... alright, whatever. You can't actually play... Oh no. You can place police down on the roads, but it's a bit odd. It's like it won't put them in certain locations, which is very weird. Okay, well, there we go. Right, that's fine. So we've got some police units. This guy's just sort of facing into a wall there, but never mind. Yeah, so we've got the police down. They're sort of, you know, providing a guard around the airport access point gateway, which is nice. Now I'm thinking for airport workers, we'll probably just use maybe the, I was going to say construction workers, but then again they sometimes spawn with drills. Unless we just get some generic ones and just place them sort of down, not like that one basically. Get rid of that one. Can I just, I think they all spawn with freaking drills, don't they? Or do... It's got a hammer, that one. Not really what I want. Is there just... No, I don't think there is one that just stands there with nothing. What do the rail workers look like? Oof. Bit of a weird group. They have all kinds of different tools. Alright, never mind. I don't think that's going to work, is it? Unless we use some different people for the actual airport employees. Maybe like the paramedic group? Just single paramedics, so it looks like they're kind of down and around here. Oh, but they've already got friggin' crosses on their bloody things, haven't they? Damn it! Not working. It's not really what I was hoping for, is it? Alright, well let's put some vehicles maybe down inside here. It's like a kind of garage point. Put another police vehicle in there, like that. And maybe just another one parked, oh god. Like that. There we go. Now we can sort of see them inside. It's just an emergency, you know, point where they can park police cars, things like that. You know what the deal is there. Right, so that is some of the basics of the airport down and in position. Now, obviously, for the remainder of the airport, it's just a matter of demarcating the entire area, fencing the whole thing off, maybe extending the runways a bit, perhaps putting a bit of detail on the grass verges in between the runways, just so it's not a big kind of green emptiness. Right, let's see now. Fire building over there. That's good. We should put some more fencing down, actually. Hold it. If we, back to 90, 100%. Hold it. Hold your horses, ladies and gents. Yeah, we'll just put that fence there for now. We'll add more to it later on. What else? What else? We need to probably actually fence off this grassy area here. Because that's the thing, isn't it? Needs to be a fairly biggish area. Okay, well then why don't we put a fence going down sort of behind the fire station, like this? Yeah, that way that gap is actually blocked off entirely. There we go. Alright, keep it coming down here, without it falling down the seam. Alright, careful. So yeah, we're going to fence off this grassy verge as well. Because, you know, airports, you need plenty of space. In case the friggin' planes miss the runway. You know, it would be no good if the fence was right up on the friggin' runway. That'd be terrible. So let's just keep this going down over on this side. Ooh, careful. Ooh, 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 no. There we are. We're getting there. So, you know, previously I was mentioning how this appears to be the boundary of this world, which, you know, not too much of a problem. We could probably extend the runways right out to it, couldn't we? Or at least as close up as we can get them, which I think would be kind of interesting. So let's try and do that. Let's just try and maybe add an extra couple of blocks on, maybe? Yeah, we'll add an extra 2 blocks to each runway. So that way they're a bit longer. These runways, you know, they need to be fucking huge. They need to be massive. Planes need plenty of space, that's the thing. Right, there we go. So, those runways are there. Let's just extend the grass blocks out in this direction. Like so. Here we are. If we go here, and into here. I'm thinking for future addition to this end of the build, once we've got the whole airport sorted, what I might actually do is create like a beach at the foot of the runways that's on kind of like a lower level, using the sand blocks. Because I think that would be... Is there a sand one? Yeah, there is a sand one. It's here. Looks like this. Ooh, that does look interesting actually, doesn't it? If I go... Oh god, alt mode like this. Can I... Oh, I can't get it to go down. Oh shit, I was hoping that maybe I could get it to go down and create like a very flat beach area. Apparently not. Okay, that might not work. Okay, that potentially puts a spanner in the plan that I had, but never mind. I'll just sort of try and rethink it. Let's see now. In fact, actually, I'm just thinking, shall I have... Oh god, didn't mean to do that. In fact, shall I actually do this? Actually, I'm just going to take the ends of the runways out. I'm just going to replace them with grass blocks, because obviously we want the fence ultimately to curve right around, and right around this side of the airport here. And obviously we don't want the fence right up at the end of the runway. There needs to be a bit of clearance, just so the aircraft, you know, aren't actually crashing into it or anything like that. You know what I mean. It'll work, I'm sure it will. Right, let's get more fencing down, because that's what we need. Get it right around like this. So obviously, as you can see, I've gone for the big sort of proper metal fence for this. Proper sort of security style fence. Here we go. So you see, this is what I had in mind. Having a fence down on this side of the airport as well, but not having it so that it's right up. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Sunk into the earth for some reason there. Yeah, so that way there's, like I say, clearance. So airplanes are not crashing into the bloody... fence as they go up and down. Right, put these here. So yeah, if I can work out maybe if it's possible to get blocks down on a lower level here, and then what I think I'll do is I'll create like a lower level beach, something like that, if that's possible. But then again, I don't know if it is, because the water down there is kind of the lowest level possible. I don't know. I have to see. I imagine there could well be a way of doing it, I'm just not entirely sure what it would be. I'll have to experiment off camera and just see if it works. But, you know, I can do that in my own time. It'll be absolutely fine. Right, I think we'll try and get this fence complete. At least so the whole kind of airport grounds are fenced off. Oh, piss, I did that again. Didn't mean to do that. You know, and then maybe we'll sort of reflect on what we've done and possibly start wrapping the episode up. I feel like that would be a good place to do it there, after we've got the air traffic control building in place. And also because, you know, 25 minutes since last save, been recording a while. Probably enough for a single episode. Okay. So even if it feels like we haven't... Fuck! Stop sinking it into the bloody block. So even if it feels like we haven't done a huge amount, we've at least made a little bit of progress in this episode. Right, put that there. and get that in there. How's that? I think that looks not bad. Yeah, I think that's looking absolutely fine, that is. Okay, so we've fenced off this whole section of the airport down here, which is awesome. Like I say though, there's more kind of work to be done on this in terms of the detailing, especially with these grass verges in between the runways. So those will need kind of filling in, maybe just a few rocks. Not too much detail, doesn't need a huge amount, but like I say, maybe just a few rocks, things like that. Of course, the front section of the airport here, we need to put more trees and things down, and probably actually also over on this side we'll need more fencing, won't we? Actually, I can just quickly get that in now before we wrap the episode up. If I put that there, that's it. Just pull that across. That's going to go into the road, which we don't want. Put that like that. Twizzle it round. How's that going to look? It's a bit weird, but you know, it's not too much of an issue. I think it looks okay-ish. I can live with that. It's fine. I mean, obviously, you know, probably lots of people watching the comments are probably now raging at me, thinking, Red, why the fuck did you put that fence like that? That's triggering my OCD or whatever. Well, you know what? You just have to fucking deal with it, won't you? Okay, right. Let's just check over on this side how the fence actually is. In fact, yeah, one could go down over here as well. Just to kind of round it off nicely. Twizzle it around, put it there. Oh god, that's not quite aligned properly, is it? Let me try that again. Like this. Oh, careful. There. Yeah, it looks weird, but I don't care. Because I've been working on this airport for what feels like a while now. So I want to, you know, obviously try moving it towards a more completed state. But I think it's looking, you know, it's taken shape. And it's not looking bad. I think it's looking pretty good for what it is, which is awesome. So, okay, in that case, I'm going to start wrapping this episode up here. So I hope you all enjoyed that, the 20th episode of Tracks, the train set game with me, General Red Strategist. Hope you're liking how the airport is coming together. It's pretty fucking big. And, you know, it's not even finished yet. There's the detailing, like I say. There's even the terminal car parks. They need putting in. So, obviously one on this side of the factories and one on the other. So, we'll get to that. Obviously, we want to put more trees down in this kind of grass verge here. But that'll take shape in due course. It's going to be a long while, I think, before we eventually have the railway in a position where we can start touring the town. But, yeah, because obviously once I've done the airport, though, there's loads of other stuff that I would love to build, like the power plant that was recommended by one of my viewers. That sounds like an interesting build that we could do, as well as obviously more residential areas and also more kind of split level areas. I want to do that as well, have like hills for example, and maybe also some rural kind of areas as well, because that's the thing, we've got farm buildings, we've got friggin' what appear to be circus fairground buildings, so we could, you know, build some stuff in that regard. Wind turbines as well, actually. We could build like a big hill at one end of the map and just put some windmills on it. In fact, actually, I think that would be okay. Just had a thought. Obviously, that could go well with a power plant if we build a big hill somewhere. Okay, that's a future idea then for when we eventually come to building a power plant of some sort. Build it near the windmills and have the windmills on like a big hill type thing. Keep that in mind, everyone, and I think we'll definitely do that. So, if you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links down below in the video description as usual. You can all go sign up to those pages to stay up to date with my uploads as and when I publish them. If you're also interested in seeing me do anime-related content, go check out my General Red Propagandist channel, link also down below. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, perhaps share this video with your friends on social media. If you're not doing so already, why not subscribe to my channel? But in the meantime, this is General Red, signing off. Goodbye, everybody. Oh. Hey, this is good music. No, no, no. Wait, what? I know it's blocked. Oh god, I hope you can hear me over that. The line is starting to go a bit crazy. How am I supposed to do that? Wait. What? Follow the line, I guess? God, that's loud. Come on now. Really? Wait a minute, computer? No, it's not on. Oh god. Really? Why zigzagging? But... Wait, what's around here?